Good morning. So I am Dr. Niaz Ahmed, and here I will be presenting the basics of academic discipline. What are the basics of academic discipline that we are going to study here? Okay. So basics of academic discipline. So basics of academic discipline. Why we have to study the academic disciplines? So here the typology or the classification of academic disciplines are given by Biglan-Becher Typology of academic discipline, and they have considered basic two dimensions here or two paradigms here, from hard to soft and from pure to applied. And on the basis of that, you can see that there are four disciplines are derived from these two dimensions. So first one is, you can see here in the one grid there is hard and pure discipline, second grid hard and applied discipline, third grid soft and applied discipline, and next one is pure and soft discipline. Okay, so let us see one by one what are these disciplines are. So hard and applied discipline, why do we call it as a hard and why do we call it as a pure? So hard, where quantitative data is used, is called hard, and pure, where fundamental researches are used. So in these disciplines, generally these two features you will see, and due to that we call it as a hard and pure discipline. So you can see the examples of in this discipline are physics, geology, botany, mathematics, geology, chemistry, etc. So in here you get physics, botany, chemistry. You can see that here quantitative data is used, and second one is, you can see here that fundamental researches have been done in these disciplines. So you can see the nature of knowledge here. The nature are cumulative. You research and the knowledge is added there. The cumulative knowledge is there, and generally when you research in these disciplines, in these subjects, that is a universal phenomena. You find out something here, it can be recognized worldwide. Okay, so you are just discovering the new things, and you are just adding on the existing knowledge. The expansion of knowledge is already happening in this, as the new knowledge always adding, the older knowledge always refined. For example, if you can see the science. So atomic model, so earlier there was a different model, when new models are coming, the old model are refined. So here the new models, when coming, the old knowledge get enhanced, and here the relationship between the knowledge seeker and the knowledge is unbiased, very objective. Okay, because quantitative data is involved, so the researcher and the knowledge is, the relationship is unbiased. The researcher will always give the data what is he is finding in his research. Okay, and there is a very definite criteria for verify the knowledge in such disciplines. You have to do patents, you have to just have different criteria for justifying that you have researched something new, and there is a high degree of consensus between all the researchers. And academic communities, you can find there are well organized academic communities, and patents and high publication rates you can find here. Okay, so this is hard and pure discipline. Next one is hard and applied discipline. So hard and applied disciplines is, you can see the subjects here: engineering, mechanical engineering, dairy science, computer science. So hard means quantitative data, applied means the knowledge is elsewhere and you're applying in these disciplines. The emphasis in application of theories, for example fridge, television, they have applied to make these comfortable things. Okay, so application of theories here, they are creating new techniques and products on the basis of those theories. So these kind of subjects, they are practical in nature, and they are concerned with solving problems, addressing challenges, and mastering the environment around us. Then use both qualitative and quantitative approaches. And example, you can see engineering here, hard and applied disciplines which draws from mathematics, physics, and chemistry. For example, clinical medicine, it is hard and applied discipline, depends on biology and chemistry. So the ethos in such discipline is dominated by professional values. They are high professional values. Engineers, doctors, they have high professional values. And if you are searching new things, then you have to make patent. For example, Samsung, if discovered, if he is made using new things, then he make patents. Anybody else cannot use these things. Okay, then next one is hard and pure and soft discipline. Pure and soft discipline, you can see the examples here. Examples are English, history, anthropology, philosophy, then psychology and sociology. So what do you mean by hard and pure discipline? Soft and pure discipline, sorry. Soft means qualitative data and pure means fundamental research. So all these subjects will have these features. They are using qualitative data and they are doing fundamental research in that. Okay, so for example here repetitive knowledge, repetition of knowledge will happen when examined in different situation. For example, if you're doing research in Mumbai, so that cannot be valid in Punjab or Uttar Pradesh because the situation is different. So you have to repeat that knowledge again to find out the exact findings. So concern is only the particular happening rather than the general occurrences. You cannot universalize the concepts. Okay, the data is qualitative, generally used researcher and the knowledge share a personal relationship. The knowledge of the researchers depend on the interpretation of the data. Then there can be different views regarding what verification of the data. On the basis of verification of the data, different views. That is why in social sciences you find different definitions on particular concepts. Then subjectivity can be high because human intellectuals are involved and they do interpretation, different interpretations, and there is no definiteness, and publication rate is very low. So low publication rate you can find here. Then next is soft and applied discipline. Soft and applied discipline, you can find out the examples here: accounting, finance, economics, then educational administration, law, and special education. If you see the nature of this discipline, soft means qualitative data and applied means you have used the theories and principles from elsewhere. है ना? So let us see here, these are the functional and utilitarian in nature, concerned with enhancement of professional practice, and dominated by intellectual fashions, and use mix both qualitative and quantitative data. Generally, you can find in these case studies. For example, education, it depends on both psychology, sociology, and philosophy, and they make education as a applied discipline. Then publication rate in these disciplines are very low because there is low consensus rate. Okay, so these are the four disciplines. Thank you so much. Okay.